This is the same shirt. Look at where my shoulders are. There. Let's go back to the camera angle. Oh my God. Oh my goodness, Glob. My mouth's going crazy. Wow, this is much looser. Oh, I still got a lot of tension. Anyway, look at how much wider I am. Like, that ain't because I got girth, right? So my back was just that fucking tight, right? Which one looks more familiar? Yeah. Like, I have to full on contract my back to look like that. I look less boyish now, probably because my haircut and my lack of shave. I don't know. Also, bags under my eyes. I don't know. I've aged. Through every nightmare alone and afraid. Yeah. So I was focused on my chest. Probably should have been focused on my back. So my back is tight as hell right now relative to what I'm used to for the last few months. Or for the last few weeks, rather. Endless nights through every nightmare alone and afraid. Round it would play the music box of fate. Yeah. It's an older camera. It was I think this is when I was filming with the Sony A5100 and not the 6100 that I have now. Anyway, I need a haircut. Point's this. I'm stiff as shit now by my standard. This was me 3 months ago, 2 months ago-ish, as loose as I could be. Yeah. So, but I called it out, right? For those who have watched a lot of my streams, particularly when I'm practicing. I don't know about steel girder stiffness, but I was pretty tight. Because I was getting over like depression and being in bed all the time, right? So, oh my God. Oh God, oh man. So I've had to put a lot of work in, and it takes a lot of time. Right? So I can do all my back stretches in the world, but if I don't identify, oh, my psoas and my quads are really tight. That's why my back is tight, right? Because if my hips are doing this, what am I doing? That. So it's the knowledge, and it's the body awareness. There are people who are like super extraordinary singers, and then they run into problems. Maybe they get gastric bypass. Their shit changes, and they never sing the same way again, right? The nice thing about what I've learned and the approach that I take to singing is I know what the hell is happening, so I can fix it. But it does take time, you know? Big ass muscles that are real tight, they don't just get loose just because you want them to, you know? And then it's habit, right? New myelin pathways, all that stuff takes time. So, yeah. And I've actually exceeded expectations. I thought I was going to have to, for off-kai, do this down the half step. Thought I was really going to have to do that. Don't have to, right? I have another problem now. And that is, I don't think the delivery that I'm giving is that compelling. I don't. But it makes sense that it wouldn't be. For Music Box of Fate, it's easy because the song just hit me like a ton of bricks. But the problem is, I've been kind of relying on that, right? And I've had time to process the things that song was at the time healing for me. So I could get by just singing it real well and kind of being emotional. Bullshit, though, right? I think Daryl deserves better than that. I think the audiences deserve better than that. So what do I do about that? The musical phrasing I've played a lot with, but the lyrics and the words and like things like emotional recall and active verbs. How much muscle is too much? It's not about the amount. It's about the mobility and how you use it. It's about usage. You know, the bigger something is, the harder it is to control, generally speaking. Much easier to kind of control a dagger than a giant sword, but skill issue. You know, you can get good, you can be buff and be an incredible singer. It is more difficult, right? If your intercostals are super freaking strong and on all of these muscles are not as strong, that's easier, right? But, you know, you don't want to live your life necessarily being like, I'm not going to work out and I'm not going to move my body and I'm not going to, you know, yeah. So anyway, so let's listen to this a little bit and then I'll show you what I can do now. Round it would play the music box of fate. Then one day, when every melody had been played, through your voice, so hard. My world was... I can't even stand listening to it. Can't even stand it. Let's sing this bitch. Keep in mind, this is a half step higher. I didn't sleep well last night. I haven't warmed up. Fuck it, we ball. That's life. If you want to do something at a gig, I have to be able to roll out of bed and do it. So that's a big consideration. Endless night, through every nightmare alone and afraid. Around it would play the music box of fate. Then one day, when every melody had been played, through your voice my world was found. Empty space and filled with such endless joy in its place, where love conquered hate, now hate consumes again. You went to hell and back, my friend. Now tirelessly I'll fight till I see your face again. Amen. All right, better. What was my problem? See what I was doing with this shit? Got a ton of tension right up in this bitch, right? And you can see, like, I'm just deflating. Two issues. One, I'm having to work really hard my intercostals to overcome this. This is a rock. It's not moving when I push into it. So I gotta fix that. So let me fix that. Two, my intercostals are tired as shit because I've been making it on hard mode and doing my workouts with this thing wrapped around me, literally trying to expand it to strengthen them. So they're tired. But even that part, give me like 10 minutes. I'll come back and it'll be way better. All right. Even ignoring my posture or my hair, my posture's already way better just from that. That wasn't even 15. Endless night, to every nightmare alone and afraid. Round it would play the music box of fate. Then one day, when every melody had been played, through your voice my world was found. Empty space then filled with such endless joy in its place, where love conquered hate, now hate consumes again. You went to hell and back, my friend. Yeah, better. It's still not ideal. So, this is why we warm up, right? That's a vocal warm up. So like vocal warm up and practice are not like so far apart, right? That's another reason why short bursts of practice is really good. Make a sound, try your best, know enough to figure out what's wrong. Once you figure out what's wrong, do a little exercise to solve your problem. Make a sound, figure out what's wrong, right? And just keep doing that. If I go all day and I address my problems and I do these short bursts so I don't, tire myself out, like I can tell. The difference is that not only was I, in the stretch that I just did, so much easier to expand this, the serratus, and the lats, right? So much easier because that little stretch. The other thing I noticed is that these cracks that I'm doing, the second I do a crack, my vocal folds go like this, which means the rate at which air is expending just rapidly increased. So you see after a crack, like that, it's because like my vocal folds open. So it makes it real hard to get back on track. So I got to think if I want to keep those, right? So yeah, make a sound, identify the problems, do the exercises, because then you can think, stop thinking, make a sound, and just don't stop.